G'day, g'day. Am I live now? How's it going, champions? Ambrose, are you so Voider? How's it going? We are gonna keep looking into the Roottrees. Rhonda, good to see you. Hope you're well. Hope you are very, very well. Cheers. Oh, my camera's a little bit not pointing the right direction. You can see like where my green screen is pulling down from the ceiling. There we go. Doing good. Excellent. Brother of God, good to see you. How does this game work? Well, you see here, we have this big old board, and if you ever played Curse of the Obra Dinn, it's sort of like that, where we gotta look into these people and their lives and then figure out who they are, associate pictures with them, names with them, jobs with them. I'm early. Yes, Rat thinks I'm a bit early today because it's a weekend. So usually I'd be working at this time, but it's the weekend. Plus it's a long weekend. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to do YouTube stuff this weekend. And instead of actually making content, which would have made me money, I want to play this game because I really like the game. But that's alright. Okay, so last time we got to the point where we locked in 6 total. So it was 3 and 3. And now I think we need to do another 9 before we get the next event. But she's given us a whole bunch of new clues. Wow. Okay, so the fact that when we get through enough content, she gives us more clues. Like, I was getting very deep down rabbit holes and getting annoyed that I couldn't sort of figure out sort of, you know, the picture for one person or the job for one person. But I probably shouldn't get that deep down because there's always a chance that we'll hit a benchmark and get new clues. Make money or hang out with you? Tough decision. Exactly. What else would I... I love this stuff, Brett thinks. I'm actually really enjoying streaming at the moment, so it's good to be here. On a public holiday. Tomorrow's a public holiday, but it means I got more time. More time. This has got 11. That is massive amount of information in here. I think that's the most we've seen. It's going to feed us new evidence pretty steadily. Yeah. Vote for Stephanie Jones for City Council. That's Stephanie. She's up the duff. Probably shouldn't use that term. Looks very American. You got your stars, your red, white, and blue. And then that's obviously the daddy. Hopefully the daddy. Better for Butler County, Stephanie Jones. This was buried under a ton of other mail that Carl left in his inbox. Who was Carl? Can someone remind me who Carl is? I don't know who Carl is. Do we have a Carl? Can I control F? Carl. Oh, Carl. Carl's the daddy. That's Carl, the president. 5th president, Carl. Well done, Ambrose. Well done. I'm still not completely over my cold, so my mind does not work properly. But that's why we got chat. to keep me true. There's a flyer about a candidate for local office. Sorry. This was buried under a ton of other mail that Carl left in his inbox. It had a handwritten note attached that seemed personal. It is a flyer about a candidate for local office, Stephanie Jones. There she is. On the back is an excerpt from a newspaper article from Butler County Times. All right, we might need to look up Butler County Times about her campaign. Stephanie may have grown up in an unconventional family, to say the least, but in her words, it was still full of love. Now, 22 years later, with a baby of her own due around Christmas, her message for voters is simply, love is our future. The handwritten note says, Carl, I know we don't see eye to eye when it comes to the candy company, but if you could talk to your girls about putting out a statement supporting Stephanie, she could use the publicity your daughters bring. Don't let our conflict spread to the next generation. Okay. CM. So, Carl... Wait, why CM? Because Carl's just Carl. Carl doesn't have a middle name. So I was thinking this was from... No, this is to Carl. Oh. This is to Carl from CM, who's the same generation. I'm guessing, is this CM then? Can we make that assumption? He looks black. But that's alright, Ambrose. I appreciate any help. Trust me, don't be afraid to help. I mean, he might be like half black, Roottrees. I'm guessing, my guess is that he's like a Roottrees child, and then Carl is a racist. Not enough info? Yeah, not enough info. Let's do some research on old Stephanie Jones and see if we can figure out who CM is. Interestingly, she does not have the Roottrees name. So if he was a Roottrees, she has not taken his name. I think we start with the periodicals. I've already forgotten her name. Stephanie Jones. Don't let our conflict spread to the next generation would suggest CM not the daddy. Yeah, maybe, probably her daddy. That makes sense. Because one, he's black. And two, she does not have the Roottrees name. She's Jones. So he's probably a Jones. Yeah, I think that adds up. That adds up. The most recent mention of Stephanie Jones is a small report detailing election results from last month's election. Stephanie apparently won her election. Well done, Stephanie. You also find full version of newspaper clipping on the back of the campaign mailer. While most of it is unimportant, you do find the following. Born Stephanie Landon until she was married to Brian Jones. Okay, so the black guy's probably Brian Jones, I'd say. Yeah, that makes sense. Has lived in Butler County her whole life. Grew up in a home without a father. With my mother and her partner, I essentially had an entirely female influence. Though she is a distant cousin of the Roottrees. Distant cousin? Is she not going to be... I wonder if she's on the board at all. How distant are we talking? Her mother, Carolyn, a local artist who has appeared on the front page of the Butler County Times in the past, alright, we can look up Carolyn as well on the Butler Times, has often come out opposed to the corporation's policies regarding deforestation of indigenous trees to expand their maple farms. Unlike my mother, I'm not a fighter. I want to bring love to the world. So the letter's probably from Carolyn, CM. Yeah, Ambrose is thinking the same thing. So I'm sure they're on the board, and it says distant cousin, which makes me think we're probably down from here, because I don't think, like here, you're probably not thinking distant cousin yet, are you? That's just like cousin. Oh, maybe second cousin? I don't know. Alright, let's look up Carolyn Jones. Really? Nothing? Maybe Carolyn isn't a Jones. Oh, Carolyn Landon. Landon, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, Hungry, how's it going? Probably not in the Miracle Branch. Yeah, I don't think so. This seems like a very, this seems like a large amount of information of their own. Hey, Rick, how's it going? The most recent mention of Stephanie Jones is a small report detailing the election results. Oh, no, not Stephanie Landon. We want Carolyn Landon. There we go. What? It says that her mum's been in the front page in the past. Maybe she's not a Landon or a Jones. Carolyn Landon is not CM. Yeah, that's a good point. Should we do the dodgy and have a look if we can find a Carolyn? Morden. Is that cheating? Are we allowed to do that? Or is that against the nature of the game? What do you think? Searching the database for names? Are we being dodgy, or are we just being efficient and smart? I reckon we're being clever. I'm gonna say being clever. It's like when you're speed solving a Sudoku and you see like a deadly pattern and you go like, well, if it's this way, it doesn't have a unique solution. It's that sort of thing. And you go like, wow. Oh. It's not logical, but maybe. Although I remember, I think Clover said a puzzle ages ago that you need to use that. And it was a very clever puzzle. Anyway, Carolyn Morden. We're gonna look up. Kinda against the game. Ooh, we get something out of this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's hard to know if it expects you to do that or not. That's the question. Like, does the game expect you to do that? Because they could have as easily filled this with, like, it looks like the number of names you have here is the complete list. So maybe they should have filled this with a lot of red herrings, or made you type out the names, you know? Clover has a whole book of them. They're amazing. Oh, does she really? Yeah, I remember doing that puzzle. It was a banger. I loved it. Or a lot of question mark, question mark, question mark. Alright. Let's see if we can find Carolyn Morden another way. Maybe. Nothing about Stephanie Landon there. Oh, interestingly, yeah, we got Stephanie Jones. You find no mention of the Roottrees. Very bare-bone website. Be sure to read the full article in the Butler County Times. It's just sending us to the Times. Niviro did them all on stream once. Oh, really? Very cool. I've been meaning to, you know what's the Sudoku caterpillar, Ambrose? I'm sure you know about this one. The Sudoku pillar or whatever. I've been meaning to have a look at that. Because I've never had a look at that. There are two now. Oh, really? Are they different sizes? Why wouldn't there just be one? Is that, my question is, oh, nice, you have a puzzle on the second one. Is that solvable on phone, or do you need a PC? Like with the interface? Because I wouldn't mind having a crack at it, but I'd want to do it on phone. I mean, not on stream. Just as for fun. Katadoku pillar, that's one. You wouldn't try it on phone. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. The full thing kills PCs. Okay, that makes sense. I was just wondering if if like Sven had done some additional software stuff to make it work, which would be nice. It'd be nice if someone made a version where maybe you solve one bit and then it takes you to the next puzzle. You know, so you put it all in and then you only need to solve this much, but then you can see this much and that much, and then it will take... I think it could be done with the existing software. Maybe? I think so. Probably. Alright, I don't know how we find out anything more about Stephanie Landon unless we do our dodgy strategy about Carolyn McGuinness or whatever her name was. Come out exposed to the corporation policies regarding deforestation of indigenous trees to expand their maple farms. I don't know I can Google anything about that. Maybe we can Google something about when it's saying the corporations, like, what is it actually referencing to? It must be referring to the Roottrees Corporation. But it doesn't actually say that. But what else? The Asylum has links to all the chunks and the rules, right? Right. Alright, can we find out about deforestation of indigenous trees, the Roottrees, somehow? What's the corporation called again? The Root... I can't remember what the corporation's called. Root dot, isn't it? Take a quick look at all the new documents first. I'm a bit worried. I just think they're going to send us down all these different rabbit holes. So I'd like to sort of look into one picture as much as we can before we move on to the next one. Yeah, I mean, we can't just Google all this stuff. It doesn't work that way, does it? Why can't we find Roottrees Candy Company? I've forgotten what this is. Oh, gosh. So where might they be on the board? Same generation as Carl, which is there. And married. And it said she... I don't think she's had the child yet, has she? Because... it said she recently won the election. It doesn't sound like she's had the child yet. So if Carl is this generation, we've got Gwyn there, who we weren't able to get any further with. It's probably one of these over here, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think we can work that out very, very easily. Alright, we might have to come back to this one. Oh, that I didn't realize this number changes. That's basically saying there's still 8 things to learn about this. Which is interesting. What's the... Let's just have a look at another thing. Newspaper clipping. The image that accompanied a story about local art in the Butler Times. Oh, so that's Carolyn, who we got through the dodgy method. Whatever. We've got it now. It is captioned Carolyn standing next to her sculpture, Atlantis Burden. The sculpture is one of many works featured in her upcoming book, Self-Portrait, Art and Beauty of a Woman. Is that just what it says there? Yeah. Okay. We can look that up, I guess. your name. Morden. What was it? M-O-R... Oh. D-E-N. There's a lot of Mordens, actually. There are a lot of Mordens. Again, information I probably shouldn't be using. Published 87. So, quite recently. I think this game is based in... Oh, no. 1998. Dedicated to Eloise and Stephanie. Probably Carolyn's children. Yeah. Yeah, Stephanie was the Stephanie Jones. Right. Mostly black and white pictures of Carolyn's art. The centerpiece is a series of full-color, nude self-portraits at different ages, ranging from 25 to 30. They certainly have not been added to your evidence. Can we find it in Butler Times? Good question, yeah. In the intro, Carolyn talks about influences. She was one of the youngest in her generation. There's a clue. And in her late teens, she felt betrayed when her sister Gwendolyn and her cousin Bonnie gave up on dreams to settle for boring men. Okay, there's a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot of information. So we have Carolyn is young compared to her generation. And she has a sister named Gwendolyn and a cousin named Bonnie. YouTube suddenly dropped to 144p's. Yeah, I have that happen sometimes, Ambrose. If you go, like, settings and you can select picture quality, and instead of going, like, high quality, select, like, the specific resolution, and then it should stop. She especially dislikes her brother-in-law, Dr. Wilson, who she calls completely bogus. So much information. Her brother-in-law... So Dr. Wilson is probably married to Gwendolyn. I think that's likely. Their marriage has led to her double down on her passions, art and the environment. She even married a man who was the opposite of boring, which is an overcorrection. She comes out strongly against the Roottrees company's effect on the local environment. And ruse. She's a ruer. How she's not able to convince her father, Zach, another Rootree, to make changes to policy. She also explains that her marriage to Mark... Okay. So, information overload. Led to the most volatile moments in her life, all negative, and that the only good thing he ever gave her was a daughter. Leaving them all behind for good has pushed her to pursue her true loves, art and the beauty of women. Okay. Copy and paste a notebook. Yeah, like maybe we should just like take a screenshot of all of this. So in addition to all those other things, we've learned that she was married to a guy called Mark, who she's divorced with now. Mark Landon? Who was Mark Landon? Did we have a Mark Landon in here already? We have X there, X there. So with distance cousins, maybe over here. I'm gonna guess it's here. Oh, Stephanie Landon. Yeah. My initial thought is it's over here, and the reason I don't think it's over here is because I don't think this is distant enough to be cousins. Plus, this implies that she would have been, you know, split up, new partner, married again, which it doesn't sound like at all. And we do have adoption over here though. Stephanie has 2 mothers. Maybe. Is that what we saw? Did we see that Stephanie has 2 mothers? Oh, my brain still ain't braining yet. No, she does. Ooh, said in an interview. Right. In the end. Sorry, I did. Like, I'm sure I read that, but I didn't, like... That's why I've got to, like... When I read this stuff, I've got to read it, and then I've got to, like, process it afterwards, otherwise it just goes out of my head. So, yeah, we are in the right part of this now, I think. So this is Carolyn Morden, artist, I'd say. She was with Mark Landon. Yes. Okay. We're confident about that. And then this is going to be Stephanie Jones. Oh, Stephanie Landon, sorry. Why Stephanie Landon, not Stephanie Jones? Wasn't the file vote Stephanie Jones? That's weird. That's interesting. Hey, Renz, how's it going? Birth name policy. Oh, birth name policy. Yeah. Where it says here, doesn't it? Surnames from birth, even if the person changed their names. And the most recent job. Yes, Stephanie Landon. And she is a politician because she did win the... Oh, you can just do politics. And that's Stephanie. Okay. And she's married to... council member. I think, yeah, we just put in politics is all we need to put in. Yeah, politics is best. Brian Jones. That's a great name. I know it's just like a boring name, but sounds like a celebrity. Brian Jones. And we can put his picture in as well. Okay, good. I reckon we've got 2 right there. So where in the... Do we look up Stephanie Landon again and try and find out what her other mother's name is? Her second mother? Was that in the periodical? This one? Yeah, with my mother and her partner, I essentially had an entire family influence. She grew up without a father. How do we find out who your partner is? Carolyn Morden. Yeah, I think just artist is fine for that. She did, No, she dedicated it to 2 people, didn't she? So the other one's probably... She's only got 1 child, so the other one is, going to be the partner. Maybe that was in the public library. Didn't she dedicate this to 2 people? Oh, there we go. Dedicated to Eloise and Stephanie. So this is going to be Eloise. Oh, okay. See? I mean, Eloise doesn't even have a last name. So if we went away and we were thinking, oh, well, I can't put this in until we got the last name because we want to do the game properly, we would have never found a last name. We would have never found a last name. So I sort of feel like maybe it is okay. Alright, I'm making a captain's call. It is okay to use this search. Just based on this, it's okay to use this search to figure out more information. That's a captain's call. We're making it. The game expects you to do that, is what I'm saying. Fair. Fair, fair, fair. This is great, though. We've made a lot of progress with this little part of the tree. We can make even more. We're not done yet, champions. We are not done. Because we got the sister, Gwendolyn, and the cousin, Bonnie, to put in. So she's only got one... one. Gwendolyn Roottrees or Gwendolyn Morden? Must be Morden. And then we got a cousin Bonnie somewhere around here. Bonnie's going to be too hard to pin down, indeed. I will make a note of that, though. Caroline Morden has a cousin named Bonnie. What else do we know about Bonnie? Oh, we got to do Dr. Wilson as well. It's good that we're actually able to use a lot of this. Who settled for a boring man. So, Dr. Wilson, who's a boring man. We don't know which Wilson. There's a lot of Wilsons. Won't cousin be to the left? Cousin is parent, sibling, child. That's... Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can't go that far down, so... Cousin must be in here somewhere. One of these two. That's a good point. That is a good point. Unless it's like distant cousin. But I think we can take it at face value that it's the first cousin. Alright, maybe we can see if we can find anything else about Gwendolyn Morden. It'd be nice if it allowed us to put the occupation of, like, boring doctor in there. 3 kids. They've got 3 kids. We don't know about the... Do we cheat on Dr. Wilson? Oh, well, I wanted to. But look, are we Jason, are we Steven, or are we Zach? I don't know, Ambrose. I wanted to cheat on Dr. Wilson. But we cannot. Okay. Gwendolyn Morden. I don't think we're going to find anything about Gwendolyn on the internet, but we can try. Have I spelled Gwendolyn right? Yes. Nothing. Alright. I think that's a little bit of a... I think we're pretty stuck on this now, actually. So it might be time to look up a new clue. Actually, I didn't finish reading about... when I did my dodgy on Caroline Morden, I don't think we finished looking at her article in the periodical. Oh no, we did. It's just about the book, isn't it? I thought there was something that I left because of our dodgy little logic. According to a quote further down, Atlantis burden is meant to symbolize a society split by indecision over whether women should be equals or something to protect. The picture on the front page has been added to your evidence. Art in Butler County. I wonder how this, like, determines that we've used the information or not. Is that... Because it seemed to have gone down even when we hadn't added anything to the board. So maybe if we do, like, a good search and it gives us a new picture or something, then the number goes down. I'm not sure. Sorry, still not 100%. Alright. I think we're ready to move on to another thing. Alright, we're in Paris. That's interesting. We did get stuck on someone in Paris last time. In the, we couldn't figure out the name of Wild Bill Williams. I do remember that. Who was a Parisian actor. I don't know if this is related or not. The photo has a note attached from your employer. Here's a bonus. When I pulled the water damage picture of the free spirits out of the frame, this fell out too. So we probably have another picture called the free spirits. Written on the book back of the photo is, couldn't make the reunion, wishing you well from Paris, Gwyn and the boys. There was a reunion. So that's Mother Gwyn and her two boys. But I remember there are a few Gwyns, I think. There's two Gwyns. There's Morden and Roottrees. And we've used up Morden. And Morden does not have the boys. So wherever Gwyn... Oh, ooh, Gwyn. So I reckon that's Grandma. And remember, this is Wild Bill here, who was a Parisian. So there's a link to France, champions. We've got a link. We got a link. Plus their names both Gwyn. I reckon this is information. But is this... It says Gwyn and the boys. Is that Gwendolyn? Or is that... Is that her? Or is it her named after her? Because we could have a Gwendolyn up here as well. There's a chance that Gwendolyn named Gwyn. But then there's also a chance that that's the same person. And it does say additional photo there. She does have an additional photo. I don't know, actually. I don't know. Is there anything else we can... The three spirits. It looks like the same person. It also looks like it could be, you know, a child of a mother. Right? That's the problem. And if we look, she doesn't look terribly old, does she? Like, these boys sort of look like they're about 20. And if we're looking at the board, like, this is... These are grandparents, parents, children, is what we're talking about. Does it give a date for the photo? You think grandpas are hot? Good for you, Monkey Mania. Way to live your best life. It doesn't. It does reference something else called the free spirits, so let's have a look at that. I don't think we've looked at the free spirits yet. Here we go. Oh, this is going to send us down a different rabbit hole. Oh, man. Look at all these faces. This is going to be the reunion they did not go to. Hey, Jane. You missed it. You're here just on time, champion. Good to see you. Every 20 years or so, the Roottrees would hold a big reunion and create an old family photo. This is the one from the 70s, and Carl's a teenager in the middle. Sorry about the water damage. A pipe burst in Carl's office. On the back of the photo, in childish print writing, it says November. There are also a large number of cursive signatures. They include Bonnie, next President Guy Hudson, Ernie Jr. Carolyn, Gwyneth M., Gwendolyn, Miracle Jr., Jimmy Roottrees, Clark Earl Eli M. That's so much information. Gwyn and the boys. I don't want to leave Gwyn that much. Does he sign himself as next President Guy Hudson? Yes, he did. I'm guessing he never became president. I'm guessing there's a whole... We're going to find this whole thread about how he was like, I'm going to be the next president, and then he was ousted. President of the company. I don't think president of the US. I'm going to say. We have a pic of Carl now as a teen. Oh, from here. Yeah, we have a pic of all these people. Interestingly, it doesn't... Well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Maybe just the little girl didn't sign it. Carl is the teen in the middle. Carl's the teen in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's Carl. That is useful. Good eye, Ambrose. That might be... Is that enough? We might get a lock-in, actually. Because I think we've got these two right, and then once we put Carl's picture in... Yes! Nice. Well done, chat. Good stuff. I'd like to get to 18 this stream. That's our goal. We're up to 12. We've also locked in a couple of other things. Nice. Booyah indeed. I like how it doesn't say continue, it says booyah, because booyah is exactly what I'm booyahing. There you go. There's Papa Carl. That's one of the miracles there. This is in the 70s, so 20 odd years ago. I wonder why it says November in childish print writing. Maybe that's just implying that we have 11 here, and then she was supposed to write her name. Maybe her name is November. I'm going to do the dodgy. We're going to do the dodgy. Is there a November? There's a November root tree. There you go. Knew it. Knew it. Knew it. Knew it. Knew it. November is probably at this level. Nice indeed. Great guess. Yeah, it's trying to throw us off. Why else would it tell us about November? Why else would it tell us? Yeah, because Carl was a teen at that time. So November is probably 10 years earlier. Hey, Greengrass, streaming early. Yeah, it's a long weekend here, so I thought I'd keep playing this game because I'm really enjoying it. But why did they name her November? Good question. Can we figure out which... You say he's had the tie a long time, Ambrose. I wonder if that's Roottrees Jr.? Or Roottrees... Sorry, Miracle Jr. or Miracle Senior? You like this game? Yeah. I really like these detective games. This is a little bit of a shift in niche for live streams, and we only get a very small amount of people watching, but that's alright. It's about having a good group, having fun together. And it's the type of game that's just fun to play with a small group, I think. Can we tell which one he is? It's definitely not Double Junior. The third. Is that the same guy? Yeah, I'd say it's probably him, isn't it? You would not have gotten that November thing for a long time. Well, that's why I'm the streamer and you're the viewer. No, I'm just kidding. You get a lot of things that I don't get. Jane, the reason they named her November is so that they could have that little puzzle where you need to figure out that she is November and the rest of these are named there. I doubt we're going to find anything about her online, are we? No. No. It's interesting it doesn't give us a clue thing here either. So I'm not quite sure how the mechanics of the clue counters work. Oh, there's Eli. Look, he's got a name tag. That's helpful. Thank you. I like Eli. Eli's a good guy. He looks like he might be like a mechanic or something. Did we have Eli at all? When I assign a name, does it disappear from our list? It does. We have 3 Elis. I remember we have seen Elias somewhere, but I don't think we made much progress with it. Eli looks like one of the Paris guys for you. Ooh. No. Well, remember these people did not go to the reunion, hence why they had to send the photo. So Eli is definitely not one of those. Good thinking. One of the Eliases is the founder. Ah, that's right. So it would make sense. I bet the firstborn son is named Elias or Elias. Which made me want to put it in here, but it might have been a daughter first, so I don't want to put that in there. But we have a whole lineage of Eliases or Eliases down here somewhere. We will come back to this photo, I think. I don't think there's much else we can glean for that, but it's probably worth checking later. Yeah, I was just having a think about if this is any certain order, but... Oh, I was saying, which miracle is it? He's signed the thing, Tom. He signed it. It's Miracle Jr. And I think I've put in... Yes, I did put that picture against Miracle Jr. I wonder if, like... If we put that picture in first, would it just lock that picture in there? I guess so. Eli M. Oh! Eli M. Okay, that's Eli M. Why do some of them have purple paint on their clothes? Oh, it's just a water damaged photo. That's all. I don't know why it is water damaged, but it is water damaged. Eli M. So Eli M, same generation as Miracle Jr. But we don't really know where he's gonna go. Pipe burst in the office, yeah. Alright. This photo was tucked inside an envelope. Are we happy to move on, by the way? We didn't see anything else interesting there yet. We'll definitely go back to that photo. This photo was tucked inside an envelope with a letter beneath a candle in the corner of his office. The letter says, "To Carl and Brenda." Remind me... Here, Carl and Brenda. Yeah, they're mainstays. I'm sorry that you were unable to attend the funeral. It's traditional to have it as soon as possible, and Ernie, more than anyone else on Earth, knew how busy your job can be. So, Ernie's funeral. Did we place Ernie yet? I don't think we have placed Ernie. No, we have placed Ernie. Where are you, Ernie? Where are... Ernie's dead. Oh, no. No. It's probably... Is there an Ernest? Ernest. It's probably Ernest Madsen. Hey, Aqua, how's it going? Good to have you here. We're solving some murder mysteries. Ernest Madsden. No, they're Mordens. Ah, I don't think we've learned about the Madsens yet. Only the Mordens. Yeah, okay. No. We don't know anything about this yet. I've enclosed a Shiva candle identical to ours if you'd like to pay your respects. There's a Shiva candle. Though it's not expected for those outside of the faith to do so. The faith. Does that mean that we might be somewhere over here with the dodgy preachers? Maybe. Ernie was a man full of love, not only for his family, but for his family's legacy. He had an immense amount of pride for the work you three did together, as well as how Carl has carried on for him after taking over. Shiva's a Jewish custom. Ah, thank you, Rhonda. That's useful. So it's probably unrelated to Miracle then. Because Miracle seemed more like one of those, big American mega church pastors, Christian. So this comment about Carl taking over implies... We know Carl was the current president, so it implies that Ernie was the president before, fourth president. But we can't really place where it is. It does say... One sec, I need to use the boys' room. I'll be right back, champions. Okay, so it does say he had an immense pride for the work you three did together. Which is interesting because Carl and Brenda, who's the third? Why are you 3? It's weird, isn't it? Oh, right. So not the 3 of you, but you, Carl, Brenda, and Ernie. Got it. 1 second, sorry. Yes, that makes sense. I've just read that wrong. So I don't know if we can do much with this. Oh, there's more. Saying there's nothing we can do with it. Well, what about scrolling down, Tom? There's a strategy. As for myself, it is impossible to express my gratitude enough for rescuing us from panic and burden of endless bills. So, whoever sent this, the Carl and Brenda have been paying their bills. Though we caught it too late for him to get on the donor list, the company took care of us beyond our wildest expectations. It went unsaid at the time, but Ernie and I knew it had to have been Carl that convinced the trust, and that it was no coincidence that it happens shortly after your visit, Brenda. So, not confirmed that Carl is the one that gave these people the money, but it came from the Roottrees Trust. Debbie. Up until the end, Ernie and I had to stay strong, especially for Nicole's sake. So, Debbie and Nicole. We could never have done it without the 2 of you fighting for us. Much love, Debbie. Some organ failure, indeed. Ernie died of organ failure. Maybe we can find something online about Ernie, but I think it's pretty likely that this is just Debbie, and then that's Nicole. And they're probably direct. I'm gonna guess, yeah, Ernie's her daddy, I think is likely. Okay, maybe we can find something about Ernie Roottrees. Nothing. He drove the fastest milk cart in the West. I do not get that reference. Ernest. Oh, right, Ernest. Yeah. No. Is there anywhere they fit? One daughter. Like maybe here? Oh, no. Probably here, I'd say, at a guess, because they're all single kids. Maybe here. Nah, I can't say. Not enough information. Dang, that's frustrating. That we keep getting these photos and can't quite find a place to go from it. Alright, next one. News alert. Yeah, we've seen... that was from the intro. The Roottrees and their sisters and their parents died in the plane crash in December 6th, 1998. The next evening, a shadow figured... Oh, this is just recounting the shadowy figure at our door. They then said they had a bit more to share after we get 9. Yep, okay. Alright, we are on our own, I guess. Lauren Roottrees we haven't searched. I think we might have searched everyone else. Let's search Lauren. I think singing a song. 24 bits of information. Jesus Christ. Author Lauren Roottrees. Cool, we can look up her books. Is known for her book A Life Between Wars. We'll finish reading this and then we'll read her book. According to a website about famous authors, in the early 1960s, she released a few romance novels under her married name, Lauren Raftery. Rafferty, to little fanfare. When her publisher learned she had been keeping diaries about her famous family, they insisted she release them under her original name, Lauren Roottrees, to take advantage of her family's notoriety. The selection of diary entries released in 1965, A Life Between Wars, spans from the untimely death of her husband in World War II to coping with the post-World War as a young widow and mother, as well as her perspectives on changing times and socialites all the way through the entry to Vietnam. While the content is not considered particularly relevant to modern audiences, it has found new life as an exercise in high school English classes to show an evolution of writing style and for a look into the life of the previous generations. After the success of her diaries, her publisher re-released her romance novels under the name Lauren Roottrees. This included Romance and Court, which gained popularity. She followed up re-release by writing 2 new sequels, creating what fans referred to as the Court Jester series. You find no recent details about Lauren, although she is listed as retired. Ernie by Ben Hill. Oh, listen, cool. I'll add it to the list. Alright, I think we start with A Life Between Wars. And look for it in the periodical, the public library. It seems you've hit the jackpot here. We did it. This is a book occasionally taught in high schools. Oh, it's printing out all sorts of stuff. Oh my god. 7? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh no, it's these. We got 7 new bits of information. Yeah. It's a little bit nostalgic, that printing sound effect. Alright, it's just printed out a whole bunch of stuff. I'm just gonna look up her other books before we go too far. Imagine if you had to read the whole book. That'd be a lot. Really? Oh no. Wrong fields. Softcore. Fiction romance. A romance novel. About the author, Bella mentioned that she had inspiration from one of her brother Clancy's lectures on the Middle Ages. There you go. That was worth doing. Lauren Roottrees. Brother Clancy. Roottrees. So I feel like we're about Miracle Junior generation, retired, and has a brother. So either there, or she's one of the sort of... Oh, no, she's got a star, doesn't she? Yeah. This is the only star we've got left. There we go. And she was... Her job was author. And we can probably get a picture of her. And she had a brother named Clancy. who does lectures. Just gonna put Clancy in here. And Clancy Jr. in here. I'm just guessing, but I have a very strong sneaking suspicion that's right, just because of the fact that we've got a Clancy and a Clancy Jr. Unless that's Clancy, and there's a Clancy Jr. here. But I don't know where else they could go. Big tangent, but you're reminded of a TV news report from like the 80s. Speculating about how someday we would all print our own newspaper from a computer. The future. We'll get there, Ambrose, don't you worry. What was it that Henry Ford said? If I listened to what people wanted, I would have made a faster horse. The fax machine is going to be huge, I'll tell you. Alright, this has got 16 bits of information. Oh my god. Oh, they're all in this one folder. Alright, Loza Roottrees. Captures the evolution in perspective from adolescence to adulthood. So I reckon she's gonna be this generation somewhere. Military man. The below notes and observations you made. Okay, oh wow, these are all different explanations as well. Hey James, how's it going? The below are notes and observations you made while skimming through Lauren Roottrees' diary pages in A Life Between Wars. Lauren Roottrees on the notable Roottrees, and you mark evidence. She'll be marked on the chart with a star. We know that. The book was published in 1965 and consists of diary entries that stretch from 1940 to 1965. The most important event that much of the diary and Lauren's thoughts revolve around was the loss of her husband, Jacob. Jacob died in the final months of World War II while Lauren was pregnant. Lauren has at least one child named Clark. Lauren never remarried and only has one child. Right. So we found Lauren, didn't we? Because she was notable. So that's Jacob. Rafferty. Good. And I can put your picture here, love, can't I? That was the right picture, wasn't it? Yep. Look at it. It's just telling us. It's giving us so much information. How kind. How kind. Clark Rafferty. Yeah. Taken Dad's name. Now Clark. I'm looking forward to getting into Clark. Because Clark's got a lot of... There's a lot going on with Clark. Clark gets around. Clark, I'm going to call it now, as an interesting character. By skimming the pages of the diary, gleaned the following information. She was the granddaughter of Elias and Gwyneth on her father's side. We've already locked that in. Yeah. Elias and Gwyneth we knew. Can't do anything about that. Her mother's family was called the Cossels, but she hardly ever mentions them. Nice. So this is going to be Sarah Kossel there because... Yeah. Sarah Kossel can't be Roottrees because then she'd be here. I think that adds up. We can use that. Her father, who she always refers to as Pop, was the head lawyer for the Roottrees Candy Company and helped write a legal document called the Clanced Trust. Let's just do a quick search for the Clance Trust. Clancid Trust is the highly unusual... We'll come back to that photo. The highly unusual corporate arrangement named after Clancy Edward Roottree, who was Elias's son. Thank you. And he was a lawyer. We probably have a photo of him. Oh no, we probably don't have a photo of him. That's CE. Oh. What was CE from? What was the letter the CE was from? That's interesting. No, we're looking at this. Those 5 flavors. Sorry, I know we're jumping around a lot, but we got a lot of different paths to go down. Due to its unique nature, it's often brought up online discussions about financial matters and inheritors as an oddity. The company mandates that a fixed percentage of its profits are split every quarter amongst bank accounts representing each direct relative of Elias and Gwyneth at the top of the tree. An account is created for each blood relative at birth and first accessible when they reach 18. Right, so not just the children, but anyone, basically anyone here is meant to get a portion of the pie. The actual numbers have never been fully disclosed to the public, but due to the ever-increasing success of the company is a significant amount of money. The Clancid Trust is known for being essentially impossible to get around due to many checks and balances written into it. Still, there have been a few situations in which family members have tried to forcibly remove another family member from the trust. Most details are online are pretty vague since the matters are handled internally. The only information you discover from a university law school, which apparently had a guest lecturer talk about it, the Roottrees versus RR in 1994, quite recently. That sounds like a legal case. While looking into the Clancid Trust, you also find mentions of the 5-piece guarantee, which went into effect at the same time. Alright, so we got to look up this court case, the 5-piece guarantee, and then back to the photos. You find very few details about this particular incident in regard to the Clancid Trust. A student that attended the lecture about it wrote the following on a Legal Oddities website. From what you can tell, RR attempted to unsuccessfully to remove a fellow family member from the trust. So RR is a family member. It is said that RR attempted 2 arguments. First, the person in question was born out of wedlock. And second, they committed a significant crime against a fellow family member. Oh, there's definitely something here that I have no idea about. But we're going to have to come back to this. Still, due to the ironclad wording of the Clancid Trust, it was impossible to remove the direct descendant without dissolving the trust. I don't think we know who RR is. Although we can do our little dodgy trick, can't we? To figure out that RR is actually Ronald or Robert Roottree has taken up a legal case. Probably some more information in a periodical, but we don't have the name of a legal periodical yet. I guess we could also see if it's in the Business Watch or Butler County Times. No. The 5-piece guarantee. combination with the Clancy Trust was Elias Roottrees' attempt to ensure the Rootree Candy Company would remain a family business for eternity. In isolation is somewhat baffling. The yearly salary of Roottree's president is always locked to the price of a single pack of 5-piece. When the 5-piece guarantee went into effect, this was 25 cents a year, now it's closer to $4. Combined with the Clancy Trust, however, it makes a bit more sense. Elias wanted to ensure that only his direct relatives could afford to be president, and he knew that because their passive income was tied to the profits of the company, they would have a vested interest in keeping the company as profitable and successful as possible. Okay. So basically, if you are president, you don't get paid. And the only thing you get is the same as everyone else in the family in terms of wages. Like, not wages, but you get company payout, equity from the profit of the company. So, better not to be president then, because you don't get paid anything beyond being not president. It's interesting. Whether or not it was part of a smart or successful decision is widely debated online and in person by economics enthusiasts of all levels of expertise. Yeah, you have to do all the work for nothing. So I wonder if when we go down the presidents, we're going to find like dodgy deals and stuff where they're trying to get more money doing things that Elias would not have wanted them to do. Okay, I think we've gone down these two rabbit holes and we got a bit stuck on both of them. I doubt we're going to find anything in here or here. No. So we can continue on with this. It's clear from the context that the Roottrees have an internal shorthand names for the different generations of the family. Lauren uses them often. 5 pieces is the first generation, the next generation is Lauren's generation, and 3 spirits is the generation after Lauren's. Okay. So these are the 3 spirits here. This is next generation. And then we have the 5 pieces here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Current president had a second business in their wife and children's name. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so 1953. An entry named Complaints from Lauren Roottree's diary in 1953. The entry seems to focus specifically on one of Lauren's family members, Gwyn, who is on the notable Roottrees list. So Lauren's there, and Gwyn is over here, cousin of Lauren. It seems everyone has something to complain about. Gwyn, as an only child, complained of loneliness. Yes, Gwyn is an only child. Root clothing, yeah. I bet there's some money laundering going on, Ratfinks. Indeed. I told her that being expected to watch after 3 younger brothers didn't feel like a blessing, but it fell on deaf ears. Wow. Sorry. That's useful. That she's got 3 younger brothers. So these are all men, is what we've gleaned. During the summer, where I went to stay with her and Aunt Margot. Ooh, Aunt Margot, eh? Aunt Margot. Who is Aunt Margot? Here. Margalite root tree. Lock it in. Lock it in. I can mark unknown male. Yeah, good point. I sort of wish, it would be a really, really nice quality of life thing for this. If you could just like put notes against these things here. So because all of these notes, they're all over the place. And it's probably something that might come up. But, this is hard to reference. But if I could just like bring that note and put it, say, like there, because we know it has something to do with them, that'd be a really nice quality of life thing. Dev, if you're watching, get onto it. Oh, there's so much information. Okay. I hope she would be the sister I never had and that I'd do the same for her. I even tried to tie-dye my hair blonde to fit in with the two of them. What a mess, but she just complained. To her, I was the lucky cousin. Now she's off living the glamorous life. Yeah, because she was an actress. Well, I'm here stuck with Clark. I must admit, Clark's the husband, right? No. Who's Clark? You remember way back in the day having some software where you put virtual post-it notes on your computer desktop? Not sure about that one. Oh, Clark the son. Yeah. I must admit, seeing her everywhere contributes to my unhappiness. Her visage stares at me even now from my coffee table. She gets to be a starlet and tell tales of how she gallivants around the world. That's a word that I think we should bring back. Gallivant. That's a fun word. Kissing the likes of Harrison Lane and Wild Bill Williams. There he is, Wild Bill Williams. Our antagonist. The thorn in my side that we cannot find anything about. We must find out what Wild Bill Williams' real name is. We spent so much time trying to find out Wild Bill Williams. Harrison Lane and Wild Bill Williams. I think we've searched Harrison Lane before as well, didn't we? Yeah. Harrison Lane married his high school sweetheart after they reunited at a movie premiere? One second. Is that Gwyn? Did we, have we... It's interesting that it will tell us this. Did we... No, it does say Harrison Lane seems to be a dead end. I'm just trying to remember if we were able to cross that off, that Harrison Lane is not the partner. I guess I'll just see if his name's here. That's an easy way to do it. Yeah, he's not here. He's not here. Yeah. Harrison, you're useless, mate. You're useless. Wasn't Gwyn Wild Bill? No, Gwyn was married to Wild Bill. But we couldn't find his real name because there's no, like, William or Billiam. So we spent a long time trying to find out who Wild Bill is, and we could never work it out. But maybe there's something in here. Yeah, so... What am I saying? Yeah. Sorry, I know what you mean. Yeah, of course she's married to Wild Bill, not Harrison Lane. She's the first Roottrees woman to be anything other than a housewife, and I am jealous. That's actually interesting. That's saying that everyone who came before Gwyn, like any woman that's here, is a housewife. Any of the five kids. And maybe that means some of these are housewives as well. Although Lauren was an author. obviously. If I were not a single mother, could I make my own way in this world? But I'm off topic. A girl with all the luck in the world was jealous of me. And now, though I have been through undoubtedly burdened by terrible tragedy, I am also lucky to be born in a family that can support me eternally. I can raise a child without worry, unlike countless other widows. If any of them were to hear me complaining, they would rightly scoff, just as I do at Gwyn. Yeah, she became an author later in life. It is useful, though, to know that. In case we do have... Like, if we figure out the name of this, and it's a Roottrees, then they must be a housewife. Alright, so 5 years later, Dynasty. An entry named Dynasty from Lauren Roottrees' diary, written in 1958. It focuses on the day her grandfather Elias announced he would step down as president from the Roottrees Candy Company, and the meeting to determine his successor. I wish I had been a fly on the wall today. Clancy told me that everyone got quite heated. Right, so Clancy's at this meeting. Who was Clancy? There we go. Clancy's the dad, right? So we don't know. There's a lot of Clancy's though, aren't there? Because we've already got 2 in there, and then there's 2 more Clancy's in the list. So that doesn't tell us much. Her grandfather. Her father's here. Oh, sorry. Her father... Oh, maybe, yeah. Only 2 Clancy's total? No, isn't there more? Yeah, we got... Oh, right. No, you're right. Sorry. I thought they'd disappear if we'd already put them in. But they only disappear if they're locked in. So I think that symbol means we've actually already got them against a person, but not locked in. Yes. So this is her father, Clancy the lawyer. Well done, Ambrose. Good spot. Good spot. So it makes sense that the lawyer would be there. Granddad was furious that none of his sons would take over as president. Ooh. But that's what he gets for holding on for so long. With architects, preachers, and lawyers, nobody's got time for candy. Lawyer. Preacher. Housewife. Housewife. And then we've got architect over here somewhere. I'm going to put in architect for both of these just so that we've got it there. But we'll try to remember that only one of them is an architect. Clancy Jr. is most likely the first spawn son, yes. The problem is, if he had a daughter first, then this will be Clancy Jr. And I don't know. One of these is Clancy Jr., definitely. Because we've already got the right side all done. Oh, of Clancy Edward. Sorry, you're right. Yeah, no, sorry, I was getting confused with Elias and Clancy. We've got an Elias over here. And then we've got a Clancy Jr. over here. Firstborn son. Yep. So with the 5 pieces refusing to step up, it came down to us next gens. Right, so no one in this generation became president. The next president was this 3rd generation. Next to Lauren, you think? Oh, it did say 3 boys, didn't it? We've got unknown male. Yep. I like it. Why? Ooh. Oh. Ooh. But why do we have the picture taken already? What does that? Maybe I got it wrong what this picture means. Like, what does that picture next to the names mean? Because we did record Miracle. We have recorded Margalite. Did I put Clancy Jr. in somewhere? I put Clancy Jr. in here for some reason. I don't know why I did that. Yeah. Clancy Jr. No, I think I just, for some reason, put Clancy Jr. over here, which I had no evidence for. I'm going to say that. I like your logic about firstborn male being the junior. I think that's a good shout. Pop argued at length that the company should stay with our branch of the family since we have the Roottrees name. I'm not even sure Clancy would have wanted it, but he's the one that volunteered. It instead ended up going to Jack. So Clancy wanted to be a Roottrees, wanted to be CEO, but he was not made, president. Yeah, the picture icon means it's placed on the board somewhere, but not locked in, because if it was locked in, like, we can't search Kyle at Roottrees anymore. Wrong Clancy? No, I think it's this Clancy, because they were saying that no one in this level wanted it, and they were looking at level 3. So I think they're talking about Clancy Jr. Instead, it ended up going to Zach, even though his surname does not match the candy. He's the firstborn son. He's the firstborn 5-piece. Oh, he is the son of the firstborn 5-piece. Okay. So Zach is not a... This is probably Zach, but Zach could also be there. Oh, we don't know if he's a Morden or a Wilson. The fact that it's Z-A-C instead of Z-A-C-H is enough for me to say that he is a Morden. The firstborn 5-piece is a woman, probably. Yeah. Maybe this is Zach. Not sure, but we're going to put in... the Mordens here. So, if they don't have the 5-piece name, then it's likely that this was a daughter. A Morden daughter. So, oh, we've only got Angelica left. I don't care. We do it. So she is not the architect. She is a housewife. Because we know all the women were housewife. And then this is the architect. Birth name. Birth name. Oh. Yes. Unknown female. Could be any of these, I suppose. Candy? I bet the firstborn was named Candy. I bet they're named Candy. Bet it's a Candy, but good point. Good point. Look at him. We shall name her Candy, the first of the 5 candies. That makes sense, doesn't it? 5 candies, name her Candy. So I didn't really discuss this as I was putting it in, but we think then Zach, who could still be there, but is a Morden. This must be James Morton. He's the one left. What are the 5-piece flavors? Oh, we do have the initials, don't we? Okay. Sorry, I need to use the boys' room again, but we will check that out in a second. This made you want to do your own family tree. My dad did a little bit of genealogy for our tree. A little bit. I've got a couple of books on that actually, funnily enough. Alright. Where did we have... Here. G, E, E, C, C, E, M. Are they in order of birth? M. M. How come we have... MM. This one had 2 M's. Yeah. C-E-E-G. Melon and then Miracle. Yeah. That was the thing that we thought might be part of the top secret. EC got replaced. EC got replaced. The lawyer was replaced. No, that's CE. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. Yeah, that's right. We had both CE and EC. Good point. So we end up with GECE, and we think that that is a note we have that we need to figure out why egg cream disappeared. What was the story of egg cream? G-E-C-E. So we're missing G-E. I think there's a good chance they're just in order, aren't they? Because we have M introducing M, E-C. So that's going to be G. G-E. Yeah, they're all in order. M for Miracle. G for Gwyn, E for... Oh, we do have a, yeah, it must be Gwyn. Gwyn is a general... Oh, no, Gwyn was over here, wasn't she? Maybe we have a Gwendolyn over here. It is possible. No, we don't have a Gwendolyn yet. And I'd assumed that they were going to be... Gwendolyn was here. But maybe it's sort of a little bit of a red herring. There are 3 Gwynns, are there? Oh, we have a Gwyneth as well. Madsen. And they're gonna be a It has to be Gwendolyn, doesn't it? Because we don't have any other G's available, and it's gonna have to be born a Roottrea. Oh, I don't see what else it could be. And then what was it? E, the architect. So is this going to be like an Elias? Oh, this is going to be Elias Jr. Yeah. Or we got 3 Eliases. Elias C and Elias M. Let's put in Elias Jr., but I'm not 100% on it. We read about Gwendolyn today. You'd like to see it? Yeah. I'd like to... Let's get through this as much as we can. Elias M is in the reunion pick. Oh, there's... You can use the rubber ducky for hints. We don't need hints, champion. We're too clever. We can rule Elias M out. Yeah, so too young with Elias M. But he's likely in this tree. Alright. Let's keep going. I think we'll get more information here. He's the firstborn son of the firstborn 5-piece. I'm not sure how that's relevant to running a company, but Grandad always had a very particular views when it came to his bloodline. Right, so the firstborn sons get preference. I asked Clancy if it ever came up that a woman could take over. After all, Angie's older than Jack. And I'm oldest of all. But he just laughed. Where did we put in Zach? Did we put in Zach yet? Yeah, we did. Angie's older than Zach. Could be there. She says, I'm oldest of all. So even though age does go from left to right, because they've got different parents, you can only really trust that under the one, can you? Hey, Tom Papata, how's it going? Zach is firstborn son of Gwendolyn? Yes. I wonder if we can lock in Angie here. Yeah, Ambrose is probably the older sister of... But could be over here as well. Actually, can't be over here because it's not the oldest. Can't be over here because... Roottrees Clancy Jr. is older. So it's either here or here. I'm glad you like the content, mate. Dang, it's so close. Well, Elias probably... We know we've got 2 more Eliases down here somewhere. Oh, but there's 3 generations. You know what? I'm going to put in Angie. It's a Morden as well. Yeah, okay. It's a Morden. So that's probably right with the being a Morden. But he just laughed. I'll never forget the cuss words Pop used when he told Ma it wouldn't go to us. Mother, ever the quick-witted, at least with catty remarks, counted back, maybe they wanted to go to the only member of the family who looks like he samples the product. Okay. So, Zach is fat? Is that what we're supposed to deduce? Zach is fat. She's... yeah, meow indeed. Very catty. Do we have any pictures of fat people? I don't think so. This is important, chat. Zach, fatty. Oh, that's funny. That's so silly. Okay, sorry. Continuing on. 5 years later again, Sam. A entry entitled Sam from Lauren Roottrees' diary, written in 1963. From a previous entry, you learn that Elias Roottree had given in to his wife and announced that Sam, an obscure relative, was to be included in family gatherings. Obscure relative. Interesting language. Gwyneth had been pushing to include Sam for quite some time. Lauren White's. Why Sam? I have many distant relatives I've never met. After all, Granny had sisters and Granddad had a brother or two. But I was told, trim their branches from the family tree. So why is Sam special? Nothing adds up. And I'm not the only one to realize. Which generation was Lauren again? Right. Because she's saying Granddad had brothers who do not make the family tree, because the family tree starts at Granddad. Why is there not much persons? Because we gotta find the persons, matey. That's our job. Granny had sisters and Granddad had a brother too. So Sam, whoever the Sam is, probably isn't in the family tree. It sounds like they're too far disconnected. Angie summoned all the next gens to a secret meeting in Zach's office. Gwyn in Paris, but the rest of us, including Miracle's boys, spent ages trying to unravel the mystery. None of us had even met Sam until Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy. Thank you. Uncle Junior's. Wait. This one. Yes. Two Patsies. There's someone called the Miracle Boys? Yeah, those are the... That's on the other side of the tree. The Miracle's over here. But we have a Patricia over here. But we don't know which one. I guess I'll write a note. Elias Jr. married to Pat. Not sure which one. Including Miracle's boys. Ooh, actually. That means that this is an unknown male. Spent ages trying to unravel the mystery. None of us had even met Sam until Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy that year. At the reception, when asked who Sam was, Pop shushed me aside and said, "It was complicated." Oh, there's like definitely an affair going on here. There's definitely a bastard child. Clancy swore he saw Sam working alongside the farmhands, EC and John, when he used to drive past the old Anderson farm on his way to work. Upon hearing that, Zach checked the records and managed to confirm that all three are on the books. Okay. On the books. So we're going to assume, I think it's very likely that on the books means that they're part of the bloodline because they're getting paid in the agreement. EC, the one who disappeared. Ooh. How can you get mod? Come to a lot of streams and be a very cool person that people like. Was Anderson the top woman's maiden name? Let's have a look. Where did we see Anderson? Where's Anderson? Top. Oh, top. Gwyn, yeah. Top. So I knew it was top. I didn't know it was that top. That's so top. Right, because it was the Anderson farm. Farmhands, EC and John. So maybe the candy was just named after EC before they had 5 kids. They just want to do 5 for some reason. And then John... Yeah, it's weird. Because this is sort of... When it's talking about this generation here, we are talking about top generation. And the only thing we have is these two in the top generation, because they're start of the tree. On here, it says that they're all on the books, though. Do we know a John? I don't think so. But how can they be on the books if they're in this generation? What's the goal? We got to figure out, for this family tree, the names of everyone, their jobs, and their picture. So we use the clues and information that we have. Anyway, I'm very confused about this. I do not understand this. Eli, Miracle's youngest, not my brother, even chimed in. Oh. Hello. Hello. Probably Eli M. M for Miracle. I reckon that's I think we've got enough to say that that's probably right. And that was Eli M, wasn't it? Yeah. It looks very similar, doesn't it? Looks like they could be brothers, in fact. Because he had a name tag, didn't he? Oh, it was Eli M. Yeah. No, we do know that because it was signed Eli M. And we know that's Eli. Yeah. They look like brothers. They're hanging out together. Is there going to be stream tomorrow? Maybe. Not sure yet. Undecided. That's a good find though. And do we have mechanic? I'm putting him in as a mechanic just because, gosh darn it, it looks like he's a mechanic. That's the type of thing a mechanic would wear. That might be specious reasoning. But we're gonna go with it. I bet he's a mechanic. Anyway. Yeah, thanks for joining, Tom. Enjoy your sleep. The name tag is very mechanical. Like, come on, mate. You couldn't even get changed. You couldn't even get changed for the reunion? You're just gonna dress up in your mechanic's uniform? Ah, lazy bugger. Either that or his bowling team shirt. That's a good call. Do we have bowler? No, we don't have bowler. Good night, Tom. Okay, sorry. Back to this. Wow, finding this, like, it was right, this is a gold mine. There's so much in this one book. Where were we up to? Apparently, when he was riding his mini bike along the farm a few weeks ago, Sam gave him some old tools and taught him how to make the bike's engine faster. Mechanic riding a bike? Riding a motorbike? Eh? Eh? Adds up. Adds up. Adds up. Although if he's a mechanic, he probably already knows how to make the bike's engine faster, maybe. Oh, right. Origin story. This is when he was young. Yeah, because Sam's older. Oh, it adds up. Adds up. I like how we just figured this out just from what he's wearing at the reunion. None of us think that proper for a multitude of reasons, but Eli certainly seems thrilled. At the end of the day, nothing explains why an outsider has cozied into family affairs, especially one who works on the farm of all places. Alright, so this, I inferred that this sentence about them being on the books was about them being as part of the, a beneficiary of the trust, but I think it just means that they're getting paid. I think I've misinferred that. They're just employees. Especially one that works on the farm of all places. Whatever happened to blood is thicker than syrup? Why is Grandad making an exception now? Bastard child, Sam is the bastard. Sam is the bastard. Sam is the bastard. Sam's a bastard. Sam is the illegitimate bastard of Elias. Calling it. Although I don't know why he doesn't get a spot on the board. That has something to do with the EC as well, doesn't it? But we haven't quite uncovered the relationship, because EC's here as well. Something to do with EC. Let's continue. We're down to 3. This started with like 12, so we've made progress. Oh, no. It's just that all of these have their own numbers. Never mind. Yeah. Hey, THC, how's it going? Is that the Colonel? Yeah. One of the final diary entries called Clark. 1 year later. From Lauren Roottrees' diary, written in 64. Clark's getting married, in my opinion, far too young. He's barely 18, for God's sakes. Yeah, good matey. A little bit under the weather still, but almost there. Do we know about Clark yet? Oh, Clark Clark is our interesting matey here. Yeah, married at 18, double divorce. Adds up. Adds up. Alright, maybe we can make a little bit of headway on this little tree here. Especially being the last entry of Lauren's, being about her kids and stuff. Adds up. After all, Jacob and I got married at 16. We have put in Jacob. Oh, we haven't put in his picture, though. There we go. Clark, like the rest of his generation, is a free spirit. What else do you call a group of kids growing up with more money than any one person can spend? They all aspire to be musicians and artists and dancers and all sorts of nonsense. That's interesting. Danielle Clark is the first wife? Ah, yeah. Good point. I just sort of skimmed over that. Nice. Solve a murder mystery? Something like that. We've basically got this big old family tree, and we need to figure out, place pictures, names, occupations against all of them. It's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. So, chat. The only one who has any discipline at all is Carl. The rest want to be musicians, artists, and dancers. Carl was the president. Musician. So all across here, we've probably got a whole bunch of non-corporate jobs for the Roottrees. Dang, there's a lot that we haven't got it for the free spirit generation. But that's because Pop forced Clancy to send him to an academy. Carl. Maybe I'm just getting old, but our generation was never that bad. My brothers all seemed to pursue paths of knowledge, and the most rebellious thing any of us ever did was bring home someone who would be illegal to marry if we lived anywhere south of Pennsylvania. Carl's dad is Clancy. Do we have that? Good question. Yes, we do have that. Can we Google south of Pennsylvania incest marriage laws? This is probably about someone trying to marry their cousin. Or getting with their cousin. I think I said this when we started, but there is definitely an incest story here somewhere. There is exactly one incest story. I guarantee it, 100%. Lock it in. Exactly one. Pop seems to have gotten over it because Edward is set to take over his department once he retires. Oh, interracial marriage. Edward. Oh, hello. Yeah, no, you're right. This is not. So that was Stephanie and Edward. Did we put in Stephanie and Edward? Did we figure out where in the, where they were in the tree? Yes. No, Stephanie was with Brian, sorry. Wait. So why does it say Edward is set... He's gotten over it because Edward is set to take over his department once he retires. Who's Edward again? We don't have Edward, I think. Yeah. There's Clancy Edward, but I'd say it's this Edward. So maybe this isn't about... No, I don't think this is about these two. Because I think they're too far down. Like, this was written in the 60s, and we're sort of next generation here. Like, that's the free generation or whatever they're called. And this is 2 more generations down. So it's not about Stephanie. So, perhaps but it could still be about interracial. Like, that might make more sense than my incest guess. It's either interracial or incest. Do we do a vote? No. But it has something to do with Edward. Edward brought home an interracial or sibling. Safe note. What a weird note. Not if the 2 Edwards we had were Roottrees. Well, we had... Yeah, I don't know, actually. I don't know. Anyway. As for me, my first published book, Swashbuckle My Heart. Did we look up Swashbuckle My Heart? Lauren Roottrees. Huh, nothing. Or maybe that... It says it was her first book. What was her name before she was Roottrees? No, she was always a Roottrees before she became a Rafferty. I mean, I'll try Rafferty, but I don't think that's going to help, is it? Oh no, it was because she used her maiden name later. Re-release as X marks the spot. Yeah. She changed her maiden name later. So she probably re-released it under Lauren Roottrees. Here we go. According to the back of the book, this is a buried treasure by Lauren Roottrees from the author of the Court series. It also says to keep an eye out for Lauren Roottrees' next book, Revisiting the Diary 10 years later. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. That's useful. I don't know what we can do with the Court series, though. Probably can't do anything with that. This is massive, though. Print. Scandal.txt? Scandal.txt? Don't worry, chat. We got scandal.txt. Anger? Yeah, nice. This was a version of Lauren Roottrees' diary released in 1975. Unlike the original diary, it contains no pictures, but has many new passages that reflect on her thoughts 10 years later. One major event happened between the releases that changed Lauren's outlook on certain subjects, the death of Elias. A summary of the fallout has been added to your notes, as well as some other select pages. Excellent. Look, we got a whole bunch. I mean, if you didn't like this little laneway we were going down with all this reading, well, strap yourself in. Printer-Go Brewer, indeed. Indeed. My first published book, Swashbuckle My Heart, is based on the pirate stories I used to invent with Jacob when we were walking in the woods after school. I think he'd be proud that Clark and I are carrying on his name. What a useful... Wait. Yeah, so she got with Jacob when she was 16. Proud that Clark and I are carrying on his name. What does that mean? Carry on his name, because we don't have any more Jacobs. Hey Avocado, good to see ya. How's it going? Worm, how are ya? Hope you're well. Oh, the Roottrees name. Right. Okay. Okay, so that doesn't mean... Right, because she changed it back. She... was a Rafferty and she went back to Roottrees. Got it. Yeah, okay. No, that's uninteresting. We knew that. We knew that. Even my cousins are doing well. Zach's not a bad president after all, and his sisters seem to be doing a good job raising her twins. The twins! Sisters got twins. Zach's sister, her cousin, twins. So, Angelica Marden has twins. Can we put unknown twin yet? I wish. Yeah, see, it would be so... Again, like, this would be so much better if I could just put, like... Put this note and save it here. Because it's going to be hard for me to remember this and refer to this later. But we'll figure it out. Where was I? Here. I think we got... Whoops, no, I don't want a hint. Gwyn is Gwyn, but at least she came out of the divorce and with her head held high. But what is Wild Bill's name? What is Wild Bill's name? What is this game? This is the Roottrees are dead. So we get a whole bunch of information and we can search the internet and libraries and all sorts of things and try to figure out for their family tree who each person was, a picture of them and their job. It's quite fun. We're having fun. So we can meet her kids, Gwyn's kids. That doesn't tell us anything, does it? Because it's just... Wait. Yeah, these are Gwyn's kids here. That's Wild Bill. Our arch nemesis, Wild Bill, who we can never figure out his gosh darn name. But the free spirits in any other family, they'd all end up on the streets, even Clark. Doesn't tell us anything. Gwyn's kids are inside the police tape. Yeah, we don't know what this means, do we? Is that's the only occurrence of these, this candy cane covered What is interesting, though, is that the only other... It actually uses the same thing here in the sort of the final puzzle. So we will... When we figure out what this means, and why they don't actually have a line to them. Adoption. Yeah. That does make sense. But this one... Is this going to be aligned to another sort of box of someone or two people underneath? Hey Keegan, how's it going? We've seen adoption noted explicitly. I don't know if we've seen a line, though, between adopted kids. For Stephanie. Yeah, but the, Oh, it's not that one. Where was Stephanie? The two mums. Where are they? Yeah. Ah! Hello. Adoption. Candy cane means adoption. We think. Not blood related. Not blood related. Very good. Good call. I miss this. We miss this. Not blood related. Interesting. So the twins are not blood related to Gwyn. Keegan, good to have you here, mate. Glad you could make a stream. We're having fun. Trying to solve the murder mystery. Alright. I guess we move on to the 10-year update of the book. In any other family, the free spirits would end up on the streets. Even Clark. What does even Clark mean? Does that mean, like... I don't think we have Clark yet, do we? Oh, we do have his name against someone. Oh, Clark. So he's the least problematic of the generation? Oh, it's even Clark because it's her son. So she's saying, even my son is a dropkick. Alright, good stuff. Good stuff. Alright, let's move on to the 10-year update anniversary. Wow, another five pages? Gee whiz. Okay, this is... Woo! At least we got information. At least we've got somewhere to go. The new diary opens with an explosive incident that happened in the decade between the release and the re-release of Lauren's diary. So, in the 10-year period from the, 65 to 75. Elias Roottrees had died, and during the reading there was an audible gasp when a certain name was read aloud. Samantha Roottrees. Oh, Sam is Samantha. Sam is Samantha. This is my unconscious biases, but I thought Sam was a boy. Did we get confirmation that Sam was a boy? Because then Samantha might be a child of Sam. I'm not sure. I don't know. Ambrose, you think not. So probably just the one Sam then. We just assumed. Interesting. Interesting. Although Sam and her children were not meant to receive monetary inheritance, he had a stipulation that she retain the rights to run the farm and any decisions related to it. Yeah. Sam was on the farm. Not meant to receive monetary inheritance. So is Sam the sister of Elias? Like, I wonder. Keep reading. It's interesting that we have Samantha Roottrees available as a name. Keep reading. Ambrose is like, stop getting distracted. He had a stipulation that she retain the rights to run the farm and any decision related to it. It was then that the scandalous secrets came out. Ooh la la. None of the 5 pieces were surprised, but it was quite a shock to everyone else, including Sam. She had been told her parents died. Apparently, Sam was the illegitimate daughter of Elias Jr. and Patricia Christensen. Woo! It's getting hot in here. Alright, let's put this in. Yeah, this is Sam over here. Oh. Although, why would it have this? We thought this meant not blood related. So this was Sam then. Illegitimate. I'm confused because it says they're married. Oh, maybe this means that... Oh, I think what this means... Actually, I don't know. I was going to say, does that mean the mother is over here of Sam? The red white could be more general. Maybe it just means like icky. Patricia Christensen. No, we did say I wrote a note down about Patricia. Elias Jr. is married to Pat. So that is this Pat. Maybe he married her afterwards. Unless he's gotten with 2 different Patricias. It's complicated, yeah. There's 2 Patricias. That'd be cruel if Elias Jr. just had a thing for Patricias. Anyway, let's just keep reading. So, the 5 pieces knew about this, but no one else knew about this. Patricia, the daughter of a local steel mogul, and Eli Jr., harbored a secret romance at age 16. She became pregnant, and after the birth, her father refused to let her see Eli Jr. ever again. Her baby Samantha was sent to the Roottrees. Elias hid her away with a local farmhand known as EC. Our old mate EC, who was one of the 5 candy names originally, but got written out. Patricia was then married off to a much older man and sent away, and that was the end of that. But we have married here. Almost. None of the next generation had ever met or heard of Patricia until she unexpectedly reappeared, now going by Patsy. Oh, okay, they got remarried. Okay, well, maybe I should stop making conclusions before I read the rest of the information it gives this chap. After Patsy's husband died, she reunited with Eli Jr. and they finally remarried. Finally married in their 50s. Lauren mentioned the wedding in her first diary without knowing Patsy's history. Lauren mentioned the wedding in her first diary without knowing Patsy's history. Eli Jr. had never taken another lover. Lauren, ever the romantic, quite appreciated this. So this is fine. We haven't put in the child yet. But EC is in here. Which is what I said. Remember when we saw EC and I'm like, this is EC. This is EC. This is EC. Yes, please, Ratfink says. Keep reading. Stop going off on tangents. Sorry. Let me just put in Samantha in here. Sam was first mentioned at Uncle Junior's wedding. Yes. When Patsy and Eli Jr. finally married in their 50s, Elias decided Sam should have been a Rootree in the first place. Even though she was not part of the Clantsed Trust, he wanted to include her in the family in pairs. That was what led to Lauren's initial entry entitled Sam. Oh, okay, so we got more about this is the Sam entry. This is a page of additional notes and context from the 1975 10-year anniversary re-release of Lauren's diary. It has a companion piece to the entry about Sam. Clearly, I did not know our true family history when I wrote this. I didn't even know Sam was a Rootree. All of my doubts were ill-founded. I still don't quite understand why Sam is not part of the Clantsed Trust, because it sounds like she's blood related. She was just illegitimate. You find it infinitely hilarious that we apparently skimmed the original diary and couldn't figure out Sam was a woman. Maybe it was deliberate. I'd say in a game like this, having I don't know, can't remember the word, androgynous name, is by design. All of my doubts were ill-founded. Sam was a fine woman. Is a fine woman. She's had the chance to grow up with us. Had she had the chance to grow up with us, Sam might have been the sister figure Gwyn never was. It's a deliberate for the game, but not a book author. Well, yeah, they're only giving us excerpts of the book, but I guess that would have been relevant. Ernie and the kids are lucky to have her, and her children seem eager to help the family in their own ways. Right, so these are going to be these kids. Ernie Jr. has been learning the day-to-day from Zach. Oh, okay, well, that's Ernie, is it? And then there's going to be an Ernie Jr. here. Madsen? No, the Madsens... No, they're the Mordens, right. I'm like, aren't the Madsens over here? But no, that's the Mordens. Right, so this is... We did see some Madsen before. And that's here. And we got a junior. I'm just going to put it in here, but it could certainly be there if the firstborn's a girl. Ernie Jr. has been learning the day from day from Zach. It has been a long time since any real Rootree was as excited and interested in the actual candy as Ernie. As a bonus, Gwyneth has the green thumb of her mother and her adopted grandfather. So do we know gardeners? Gwyneth the gardener? Right. I mean, we put her in as housewife and locked her in, but she was looking after the farm for a lot of her life, wasn't she? So that's not giving us anything about Gwyneth. Do we have a Gwyneth... Wait. Green thumb of her mother. No, I'm getting my Gwyneths confused. Do we have another Gwyneth in here somewhere? A Gwyneth Madston. Right, so one of these is Ernest, and one of these is Gwyneth, then. Named after grandma. Great-grandma. Gwyneth is Sam's daughter. Yeah. So Gwyneth and Madsen. I don't know if I've got these around the right way, though. Sorry, Gwyneth and Ernest. I bet I know. And then we have a Nicole Madston, which just by the process of elimination is going to be Ernest's child because we're out of Madsons. It says she's got the green thumb. So we're going to go farmer. Maybe. Sorry, I need to use the boys' room again. I'll be right back, champions. I'll put up the diary entry so you can read yourself. What I'm most ashamed of is not figuring it all out myself. Sam's a splitting image of Patsy. With her jet black hair and green eyes. She doesn't have the thick glasses Patsy did, of course. But I guess that skips a generation. Her children have that covered. When we look at the... Sorry, jumping around again. Who we have here? We've got Gwyneth M. Gwendolyn. Maybe not. Glasses. So Patsy's got glasses. We got a lot of information about their looks, but I don't know if we got pictures of them. I'll save that note. Her children have that covered, right? The skipping the generation. Yeah. That's a... Whoops. I didn't mean to Google that. Okay. I don't think we've got pictures of any of these yet, unfortunately. It's hard to explain the look on Pup's face when they read that the farm's operations would pass to Samantha Roottrees for as long as she was willing. I got flashbacks to when Zach was made president. Mother reframed it a bit to calm him down. Sam would not receive any candy money after all, and was essentially inheriting the right to rule over the peasants for eternity. Pop warned us away from that farm years ago. I never met EC in person, but Pop referenced him as a confirmed bachelor, and I suspect that's why he kept us from there. Sam had to grow up in a house with him and his roommate, Mr. Miller. Mr. Miller? I just want to see if Miller's an available name. No. Peasants, yes. Interesting language. I wonder why it's telling us about Mr. Miller. I'm not sure Sam will ever forgive Uncle Junior or Patsy for abandoning her to that life. If I were her, I might never forgive them either. But even so, she seems to blame more than just the two of them. She has no problem with us next generations, but she has a palpable hatred for the Five Pieces and Elias and Gwyneth. It's interesting that she hates this generation, because I'm guessing with the plane crash that started all of this, the final thing we're going to figure out is who in the Roottrees caused the plane crash. Reunion photo and glasses? Oh, okay, 1 second. We have one with glasses, two with glasses. Gwyneth Mum, Sam's daughter, signed the photo. Ah, right. They are Sam's kids. Right. Yeah. Okay. Her children have that covered. So Madston and Gwyneth and Ernest. We don't know who is older, no. Have the glasses. Ernie Jr. Ernie Jr. Yeah. Alright. These might need to be reversed. They look like brother and sister, don't they? The other bit of information we had is Patsy. Wait. Sam's a splitting image of Patsy and her jet black hair. Oh, Patricia, right. We don't have any pictures of Patricia, though. Jet black hair and green eyes. No glasses. But we don't have a picture of her yet. Good stuff. Well done. That's progress. We may need to reverse those two. Next chapter. Clark. This is about Lauren's son Clark. So let's move across here. Clark the slut. Sorry. Reading this back, I get deja vu. As I write this addendum, Clark's gotten married again. No Roottrie has ever remarried. Sure, I lost Jacob. And Gwyn divorced Wild Bill just before she had her second. Ah, Wild Bill. Who are you, Wild Bill? Not even I can blame her for that. See, we thought this meant adopted. Why is there no lines there when it's saying that Gwyn had her second? Like, what's that about? That seems too specific that there's no lines connecting here. Yeah, Roottrees was thinking the same thing. Starlet is a periodical. Maybe we can find it on the library site. Yeah, let's... Yeah, maybe. I'll write down a note. I want to finish this first, and then we'll... what would we be looking for in Starlet? Not even I can blame her for that. Oh, Wild Bill. We might be able to find Wild Bill. Okay. Okay. Excited if we find out. If we find out Wild Bill this stream, this stream's a success. I've seen of what he gets up to in Starlet, but neither of us ever took a second husband. Make sure you take good notes. Yes. With the way the world is moving, I guess it was inevitable that someone in the family would remarry. I just wish it wasn't my son. So he remarried twice, didn't he? Once, twice, 3 times remarriage. You wonder if the devs planned for Wild Bill to be such a tease clue. It's like the Roottrees are dead. It's like next stream, who is Wild Bill? Yeah, he doesn't have a picture. He's not a Roottrie, but who is Wild Bill? And what makes him so wild? The Parisian Wild Bill. I'm so lost now. I can only wonder if Clark's apparent disrespect for marriage is due to his lack of a real father. Lack of a real father, eh, Clark? That's Jacob it's talking about. I did what I could, and Lord knows Eli C. stepped up and helped out. More than I can say for Clancy or Edward. Wait. Is Eli C EC? EC? What's... Where did we have Eli C? Hey, Smile Today, how are ya? We don't have any ECs left in this list, which is interesting. Because I thought we might get a picture of Eli in here. Who's Eli? Can someone remind me? Oh, Elias C. Yes. So we haven't put in Elias C. But is Elias C EC then? Who else could EC be? There's something... I don't know. I don't understand yet. Probably Lauren's brother? Eli C, Lauren's brother? Right, over here somewhere? I don't know. That's the only one that I can see that could be EC. So that is interesting. More than I can say for Clancy or Edward. Oh, she had 3 brothers, right. She had 3 brothers and she's saying this brother stepped up more than this brother and this brother. Eli C is the father of Jim. Oh, did it say that? Ah, here we go. Yeah, Eli... Alright, we can put this... I'm going to just finish reading this and then we'll put the stuff in. Eli C stepped up and helped, more than I can say for Clancy or Edward. Eli C practically raised Clark and Jim as brothers wherever he could. Yes. Eli, father of Jim. Eli's marriage seems fine, and Jim's marriage seems solid as a rock. Pun intended. Pun intended? The mystery of the rock pun. Okay. This is good, though. I wonder, though. EC. What's the relationship between the EC named after Candy here and grandchild here? A crystal, a granite, or something? Yeah, let's have a read. Oh, James Roottrees is a rock star. So maybe it's something about Rockstar. Could be. EC is an earlier generation. Yeah, but I don't know. It's too much. There's something going on there. Maybe when we uncover this, it's gonna like give us another line or something. I don't know. I suspect that he's marrying Jane to keep her from running out of the band. Okay. So, just read another sentence, Tom. Just read another sentence. Just read another sentence. Okay. Without her, he'd be the third wheel. And I imagine they wouldn't last long as a trio. But I don't think a marriage on such a shaky foundation like that can last. And Lord knows I was right last time. What's she referring to here? Or is it Clark she's referring to? Shaky foundation. Don't know. Doesn't matter. Names. The biggest complaint I got after publishing my diary was how many similar names there are. Tell me about it. And I get it. There are 4 Eli's for Pete's sake. But that's just how it is. Someone would say, I saw Eli in town, and I didn't know which one of them they meant. My brother, my uncle, my cousin. Okay. We gotta get our Eli's sorted. Which Eli's have we got down and which ones are we missing? We've got them all. Okay, I think we've already got all our Eli's. It's alright, love. We figured out the Eli's before you did. And they're your family. So that's embarrassing. Brother, uncle, cousin. Okay, we can verify this. Uncle is Junior. Miracle is Eli. Uncle is Junior. Yes, Uncle is Junior. We got that. Cousin. Miracle's Eli or Eli's. Uncle Junior, Miracle's Eli or Eli C. Yeah, I'm guessing the Miracle is still M. I think that's still okay. It didn't say M correctly. We've got Eli's wife wrong. Rat thinks I just spent the last 5 minutes reading this thing about being specific with our Eli's. Clark is marrying Jane. Clark is marrying Jane. Oh, mate. Okay, let me have a look at this again. The brother of Lauren, Clark, Lauren's kid. So we have Lauren here. Clark is marrying Jane. So Jane is going to be... this one or this one. Alright. So Elias C is the one we've got wrong, right? Jane LaRue of Elias C, yes, okay. And then this, we want Jane Clark to be here. Jane LaRue. Ah, so complicated. Why did I put that against Elias C in the first place? Why did we get that wrong? Our family's names were always unusual. Grandpa Elias was a believer in using the names of each generation to honour those in the last. His father and Grandma Gwyneth's father were named Edward and Clancy, so now you can see where my Pop's names comes from. I think we got your Pop's name, don't we? I think we've gotten that a couple of times. Clancy, yeah. Oh, Clancy Edward, yeah. Both of the names. Cool. You don't know I just did it a couple of minutes ago. Okay. Let's not dwell. One thing that's always been consistent in our family, though, is that anytime someone's named a junior, they're always the firstborn son. Cool. We sort of figured that was likely the case. And it's good to get confirmation of that assumption. That goes for Miracle, Eli, or even Clancy. With the woman, however, that all goes out the window. Miracle, Eli, Clancy. Let's just... have we locked all of those in? Clancy Jr. we've got. So that is confirmed. Miracle Jr. we've got. That is confirmed. What was the other one? Eli. And then Eli. Oh, it's like which Eli? Which Eli? Yeah, I mean we've got Eli. We've got Eli. I think Gwendolyn got her name from some combination of Gwyneth and Caroline, who was Elias's mother. Where was Gwendolyn again? We've got Gwyneth. Gwendolyn. Elias's mother, Carolyn. Have we put in Carolyn? Yeah, Carolyn must be locked in already. Firstborn, fifth, 5-piece. Oh, Elias Jr. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I was getting distracted with Carolyn, who was Elias's mother. Or is that Grandpa Elias, and that's why Carolyn's not on the tree? Or have we done Carolyn? I don't know. Let's just look at all the Eliases. We have Elias here. Helen. Carolyn is off the top. Okay. Then we have Elias here. Sarah. And then we had Elias here. Yeah, so it must be talking about this Elias. Women's names tend to get mixed up as the generations went on. I guess that's because there's no female equivalent of Junior. So if you're reading my diary and confused, you're not alone. Even the government had problems. I remember once receiving certified mail for an Edward Clancy Roottrees. I had to break the name. They got my father's name backwards. Stop giving us clues about... This is another EC, isn't it? And like, we already know his name is Clancy Edward. But isn't it interesting? Is there an Edward Clancy? Is that the EC? Yeah, I was getting annoyed because I thought it was just a clue about Clancy Edward, but maybe it's a clue about Edward Clancy. Certified is a strong word here. Let's put this as a note. EC. No, we have him as Clancy Edward. It's EC we're not sort of sure about. I don't think there's an Edward Clancy. There is an Edward somewhere on the board. That's interesting. Clancy Edward. I don't know. I don't think we can do anything more with this at the moment. This is not a companion piece to any specific entry, but a fun bonus. Anger. Apparently this is the first thing she could find that she ever wrote. She knows it was for a school assignment about anger. It's Lauren we're talking about, and she believes, based on the teacher's name... Oh, you meant no, we don't. To me, not you. Right. Yeah, we don't know. And she believed based on the teacher's name she must have been in the 3rd grade. She doesn't exactly remember the events spelled out, but she does remember getting in trouble. I got angry when I met a new girl who I do not like. She was dirty and did not have a pretty dress. Me and Pop walked home in town and she hugged him. When I told her he was my Pop, she pushed me. I got angry and yelled at her, and Pop said to treat her nice. Then she said, "Your Pop is my dad." Sam. Sam indeed. She screamed it loud in my ear. She was lying to me, and lying is not a nice thing, so I pushed her too. Then I got in trouble, then Pop took her away. He told me, "Don't worry, I am glad she is gone." Sam? Is there mate? Ooh. Not Sam? Sam is Eli Jr.'s kid, not Clancy Edwards. I wonder if... there's a relationship both ways. I wonder if it's deliberately like hiding a line here as well. Because we can see his illegitimate daughter is not directly here. Because we know we got the daughter and the 3 sons. I reckon there's a relationship coming both ways. I think this is the same kid. I am calling it that this is the same kid. And there's something funny. There's something funny going on. Alright, it's taken a long time, but we've gotten through the book. It's so funny that this corkboard is in our office and it has this mystery envelope on it and we're not allowed to open it. Yeah, I mean, it's funny that this corkboard exists and apparently it knows all the relationships, the marriage and divorces, but it doesn't know the names or the pictures related to it. It knows how everyone's related, just doesn't know who it is. It's like, yep, this is how real investigations go. Oh, look, we got the 5 pieces. That's useful. We might be able to match some names here. That's the youngest. Alright, I'll read this and then we'll start matching names. The picture was famous in our house. Pop even had it framed. That's him on the left. Oh. Oh, Lauren's diary. Right, so that's, I'll put it in, I guess. That's, the lawyer, EC. Yep. Oh, boom. Boom goes the dynamite. Nice, 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 nice. And we locked in a whole bunch here as well. Oh, look at all this. We've made so much progress. We're killing it. Good stuff. We got Clancy, Lauren, and Elias. What that does tell us, actually. Oh, we got a scene.
It's time for your headlines.
Booyah
Once
indeed.
an hour, every hour on the 45. It's a bizarre development to an already tragic tale. In the wake of the accident that took his life, some of Carl Roottrees' belongings have apparently gone missing. Most notably, a framed photo of the Roottrees family from the mid-1970s that Carl had on his office wall. We interviewed a local psychologist about who would do such a thing and why. For that article, search online for WRTD News. Again, that's WRTD.
Okay. I've got a lot of things I need to cover here. One, it sounds like this mysterious visitor is the one that's been stealing the photo, that stole the photos, and hence why we have all this information. Two, we need to look up this... What was it? WRTD? News? Yes. We should go to the cops and cops in. And then three, just because I wanted to mention it very quickly. Oh, what was the other thing that I figured out? Oh, yes. Is these are around the wrong way. Because we would have gotten these locked in. So... I think we can... We would have gotten her locked in. Oh, we don't know she's a farmer, though, for sure. It just... There was a clue about her having a green thumb. And there's no gardener or anything. So I just sort of put that in. But let's reverse these for now. And it might lock us in later. We don't know his occupation, and we can make that her, and we make you him. You think that's right though, because the farm went to Sam and her family? Yeah. I'd say it's probably right. Oh no, you're supposed to be the farmer. And then you, we don't know. Okay. Yep. Local investigative jazz. New segments at 45 minutes on the hour. They have been talking about the plane crash. Has the time been going up as we've been going? I'm not sure. I'll switch the kids also. No, I don't have any kids to switch. I put a kid for Ernie Jr.? No. Did I? Was I meant to? Did I miss a kid for Ernie Jr.? Maybe. I had a guess, you guess. Oh, was there like another Ernie? No. Yeah, all good. We'll get back to that. There was a clue. We'll get back to that. You wish I had put it. Alright. No. Okay. No. I'm good. Okay. The most recent... They've been talking about the plane crash. The most recent, they talked about a picture taken from Carl's office after the plane crash and promised an interview in an online with a psychologist. During the interview, it's revealed that there wasn't a break-in. Instead, someone with a key to the office took the picture after discovering the pipes burst due to the recent storm. Yes, this is our employer. This means it was likely someone close to the family. Yeah, I didn't think about this, but I guess figuring out who the person is. Who's Sam? We know it's Sam. It's got to be Sam. It's definitely Sam. I promise you it's Sam. Is coming to visit us. We're definitely accomplices to a crime now. Yes, Sam's brought us in. Who was aware of the photo's history and want to save it. The psychologist, however, goes on to posit the culprit had an alternate agenda, specifically because no one in the family has come forward to say that they have it in their possession. Isn't Sam like 3 generations ago? She's a bit older, mate. Not Sam. Great-grandma Sam. Well, we think... Yeah, Sam is the this generation, don't we? So it could be. I don't think that's completely completely out of the realm of possibility for age. She's like a grandmother level. This is what we're reading. Nobody in the family specifically come forward to say they have it in their possession. A comment below the article says, "Don't believe their lies. This is just another instance of the Roottrees curse being real. True. Being a real true thing. I bet you Carl was murdered and the picture had the evidence on it." You don't agree with that yet? Last we knew was Sam is Eli Jr.'s kid. Yeah. Maybe. We'll see, Ambrose. We will see. Roottrees curse is an interesting thing. We haven't gone down that tangent yet. But this thing about the picture having evidence on it is interesting. So I assumed that the picture they were talking about is this picture. But I'm not 100% sure on that. And I don't see anything specific in here that we can lock in. Anything that's like suspicious. Oh, that's in the reunion pic. Right, okay. So it's not this picture. But it might be a picture we have. The water damage. Ah, the water damage. Right, so it's probably a picture with water damage then. Yeah, it's this picture. So there's something in this picture. It doesn't say we've got any things to work out about this, but there's something suspect in this picture. Perhaps. About an illegitimate child or something. Someone with the key to the office took the picture after discovering the pipes burst. Yeah, it is that picture. One of them's a vampire. It's always vampires. It's always vampires. The picture has evidence of Carl being murdered. Is this random comment. I wonder if we can find anything about the Roottrees curse. Here we go. There's a long rambly conspiracy website. Sorry. On the things to do list, it's read this. Match up these picture faces, and then it's also Wild Bill Williams in the periodical. Remind me that those the three things I want to do. There's this long, rambly conspiracy website with a very small, very red text on a black background that says the Roottrees are cursed. It has very recently been updated with the following. Important update. I've already forgotten, Ambrose. Important update with Carl and Brenda and their girls. That makes 5 new deaths. Not only that, but 3 of the 5 presidents of the Roottrees company have died mysteriously. They say Guy's car was hit by a drunk driver in 1982. Ooh. Do we know Guy Roottrees? I don't think we do know Guy. Guy Hudson. Planning on finishing this tonight? Are you kidding me? Ratfinks? Are you kidding me? There's so much more to do. No, our goal for tonight is to get 3 more and unlock the next sort of set of clues. Which I think we will probably get 3 more just by doing the 5 pieces photo. Because we're going to probably be able to get that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. But I'd like to at least tie up the loose ends that we have. before we finish. I might stream tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. I'll post it in the Discord and book it in advance again if I do. I'll make a decision tonight. But we do know there's a guy who is not a root tree who was a president. So we got the 5th president and the 4th president and the 1st president. He's either 2nd or 3rd, I think. Miracle was missing his eye. Yeah, I think there was something about that. Oh, we have 2nd? Maybe this is... Yeah, that's right, because they were saying that it wasn't this generation, it was this generation. So then the 3rd was probably the only non-root tree president, who is this guy. Guy was Prez, probably number 3. Yeah, Zach. Zach was Prez, number 2. Good memory. Guy Incognito, yeah. Hello, my name is Guy Incognito. I was the president of the Roottrees Candy Company. Nobody was arrested when Guy died in 1982. Then Ernie Madsen Jr. stepped down. Was he poisoned? Who's number 4? Ernie was number 4. Hello, Ernie. That's a good find. Nice. Was he poisoned? Now, just this week, Carl died in a plane crash. This can't be a coincidence. There's another entry that claims if you connect the dots in the pattern of the 5 pieces wrapper, it creates a Mayan ruby skull. A secret message meant to subliminally scare people away. So that's... This is a conspiracy theory website, so it's probably going to be like there's a little bit of truth in here, but then a lot of nonsense like this. The post before that has a link to the site talks about how Earth has 4 corner simultaneously 4 daytime cubes. The author of the site seems to agree. 1 second. Nothing relevant. Wait! You begin to read the site and come to the conclusion that the words "no relevant results" isn't a strong enough description for what you're seeing here. It's a massive column of technical terms that aren't real and confusing rants that you can't find any meaning in. Regardless, it won't help with your search. That's funny. Oh, is that a real sort of conspiracy theory, 4-day time cube? An entry from a few months ago claims that the owner of the site received an email from Chris Raff75 at prodigy.us. I doubt we're going to find anything under... Oh, we got... Installing pixpox.exe. What? Printing... Oh my god. I was just saying, we won't find anything from this, and it's given us 2 more evidences and an application. My god. I'm glad I googled Chris Raff. Alright, let's finish reading this. Then we'll go Chris Raff, and we're going to finish the stream when we figure out who Wild Bill is. It'll be funny if one of these searches gives the computer a virus. Well, that's what I thought when it said, like, you know, installing.exe. It's like, ugh. Ugh. An entry from a few months ago claims that an owner of the site received from Chris Raff75 asking him to take down his site with fake proof. Can we figure out who Chris Raff is? Chris Rafferty. So Chris Rafferty is on the tree somewhere. Good to know. Born in 1975? That would be quite recent. That would mean he's only 23. We do have a Rafferty family. Where are the Raffertys? That's ooh, hello, Chris. Chris is down here somewhere. Nice. Good memory. And he's quite young. So he could be down here. I guess he could be here, 23, married. It's not ridiculous, is it? Fake proof that Ernie Madsen Jr. actually has a heart. Oh, he take down. So Chris has emailed them saying, take down the site because Ernie had a heart condition. He wasn't poisoned. Ernie being the 4th. We do have Ernie in here somewhere already, don't we? Number 4. Where are you, Ernie? Thought I did place it, but where is he? Or is he in this generation? Oh, right. Sorry, yeah. Of course. So Ernie died of a heart condition, or was poisoned. The owner claims that even though the proof looks quite credible, he knows that proof was fake because he's an expert at creating fake evidence. That's funny. Oh, wait. Hey, Super Kiwi. Welcome. The mind skull got him. So Chris Raff is an expert at creating fake evidence. That's worth writing down. That's interesting. That's important. There is no way that that is not important. The first entry... No, the site maker is an expert. Have I read that wrong? An entry from a few months ago claims that the owner of the site received an... Oh no, Sorry, you're right. You're right. The owner of the site is an expert at creating fake evidence, which we know because it's just a conspiracy. Okay, that's not interesting. Sorry. That's not interesting. Do I still play Jackbox with chat? Not really. I do word games with chat, and this is a chat. Like, everything I do is things that people can sort of join in, but I haven't played Jackbox in a long time. The first entry is from 1996 and includes a blurry picture of the Roottrees Candy Company factory, seemingly taken by the website's author from behind a fence. And through some trees, it seems that Operation RT-29 is real. I witnessed a helicopter land on February 29th, 1996, 2 years ago. So the owner, Mr. Conspiracy Nut, has taken this photo. All images and ideas by Thomas Overwood. Alright. We gotta look up this and this. Was there a February 29th in 1996? Oh, dang. There's a question. I'm gonna check my computer calendar. No, there is. There is. It's coming up in my computer calendar. That is a great question, though, Ratfinks. That is such a good question. What a question. I witnessed a helicopter land February 29th, 1996. So let's see if we can find anything about RT-29. Oh gosh, and we got to look up Thomas Overwood as well. Alright, we'll do Thomas Overwood first. Few different sites about mysterious deaths and causes. In addition to the Roottrees Quest website, you find one about the truth behind Spirit Cola, which claims that Spirit really stands for Satan's plague is returning in the year 2000. Anyone who's drunk Spirit Cola would die. Another website is Stock Markets and the Devil's Numbers. Nothing. Good. Which claims that if you multiply any stock's price by the 666, then also multiply the current year by that same stock's price, then add those two numbers together and divide it by the entire total by the stock price, and finally subtract it by the current year, you'll always end up with 666. That's probably true. It's probably one of those like math tricks that you start with the same number and you end with the same number. That tracks mathematically, yes. Trick. No, it's true. It's true. There. Satan's behind the stock market. You find more conspiracy websites. Some people out there claim that the Roottrees are changing the candy recipe to include more and more chemicals. Oh. So this is another conspiracy about the Roottrees specifically. And that this was done in cooperation with bad actors from an unknown government. They claim that due to a loophole in the calendar, February 29th, it is possible to get away with nearly any crime on a leap day, so long as it isn't discovered until the day is over. It's like the, what's the Purge, the movie? You can one day where you can do as much crime as you want. Every 4 years on a leap year, the Roottrees company hosts a meeting with foreign agents to conspire to poison our children. I think we've got a picture of the February 29th. Their proof is the Roottrees candies contain polyglycerol polyrisinolate, an ingredient that wasn't in the candy when it first released. They claim that as an attempt to addict people and eventually induce mind control. The website claims to sell pills that counteract this effect for children, that have already eaten Roottrees candy in the past. You do an additional search for okay, I was about to do a search for it. And it seems to be an emulsifier in chocolates approved by the FDA and widely used in many products. Right. I'm going to search anyway. No, it's just the same stuff. It's like there's a corner of a national park that's under no jurisdiction. Oh, really? Okay, good. I think we've finished this. Although we didn't learn anything with RT-29. Although that maybe what we've learned is that something weird happens on leap years. Yeah, it should just say you already searched for this, idiot. This is just summarizing the WRTD radio. And we got 2 Chris Raffertys. Fiance Lulu. So we don't know. No, it must be this one. Because this is Clark's 3rd marriage. And the only other one that's married is this. So, guessing Lulu is Lucia Garcia. She looks like she could be Hispanic. Lock it in. And then this is our old mate, Chris Rafferty. Do we know what Chris's job is? I'm not sure we do. I think that says, I can't, oh yeah, 1997 fiance. So, probably married by now. 1998, December, probably. Yeah, we are finding out. Wild Bill. Maybe. What's our other little bit of information on Chris? Cousin's art project, and said to include pictures of Davy. He swims for Yukon. Bethany, Davy's younger sister, and Stephanie, who's an only child. Perhaps you could extract them using an application on your PC. Oh yeah. Right, I need to like match this up somehow. Okay. I guess I'm just going to be clicking for a little while. So that we can play this little mini game. And get this nice picture. Oh, I should do this one first. Oh. Perfect. Click, click, click. Click, click, click. One more. Hooray! Photo sword. Oh, fun. Then we got our little rotation puzzle. Well, this one's a little bit quicker, I think. Yeah, this is nice and easy. Why not? Why not? A little bit of a, is that around? Yeah, that was upside down. That was hard to see. Easy. Nice little diversion, eh? Oh, this one looks a little bit trickier. Oh, dang, we gotta like... Okay, this one's a little bit more serious. Let's just do it one piece at a time, eh? Oh, that's nice. Focus up. Right, let me get this one. How do I... Oh, I mean, this one's... I've got to, like, think of the order, because, like, how do I get this one in here now without ruining that one? I think I've got to get them two together, actually, and then put them in. So something like this. Oh. 1 second. I think they go here, do they? Yes. Okay. I cannot do a Rubik's Cube. I have never learned how to do a Rubik's Cube. Dang, this is actually a little bit tricky. I need to get that one there. And this one there, I think. and then this one underneath. So if I move that, yeah, okay, I can do it like this. If I do it like that, and then bring these all across and move these all up. No, duck, I don't need your help. And then that one goes there, I think. So let's do this first. Get him, ducky. This one's sort of stuck. I need to get that one out. Yeah, that one goes there. Oh, this is going to be so annoying to put this one in. I think it might be easier to mentally pass this if I put that in the corner and then I just do all my maneuvering in here. That goes there. Those three go there. Oh, mate. They just put the level of difficulty way up in this game. That one's probably there, isn't it? This is not the type of puzzle we're trying to help would help. Whoops. Yeah, what was that game we played that you got really frustrated on, Ambrose? I think I've still got it on my desktop somewhere. Understand. It's just like, no, left 2, right 3, up, down. You block that out of your mind, yeah. So that one goes there, I think. And then this one's above it, right? Okay, I got it. Then I need to figure out how to get these in there. Whoops. Gotta get this one in. There. It's so simple, Worm says. This one's at the top right. Alright, let me do that one first. Okay. Okay. We're getting there. That one's there. Right. The way that is probably most efficient is probably just to do lines of 4 in this and then put them all together. I'd say is probably the correct way to do this. So, which I figure out like right as I finish the puzzle. Now I just need to get that one in there somehow. Yeah, okay, okay, don't worry, chat. Dang, that was tricky. That took a long time. You better give us a lot of information, swimming cousin. Because, gosh, we worked for you. We worked for you. Easy. I wonder if we'll use this again. So these are all cousins of Chris. This is the first one. We don't know if this is Bethany or Stephanie. Oh, that's probably the yearbook picture? No, this will be the yearbook picture, and this will be the only child. It's just a little bit confusing because it's in front of a car. school. Gave you a toilet break chance. Yes, good-o. I need to click on your faces, champions. Boink, boink, boink. So they're all going to be at this, excuse me, level down here, quite low down. Oh, and I guess they're cousins. Oh, they're probably here. No. He's only got space for... What did the project say again? And is said to include pictures of Davy, Bethany, and Stephanie. Davy, Bethany, and Stephanie. Do we have any of them? Stephanie, the only child. Where was Stephanie? Oh, there. Right, so... This is not first cousins. Davy is probably going to be a Kellogg. Wait. Must be a different Stephanie because Stephanie doesn't have another photo. Stephanie Cattrall. Oh. No. I mean, these would be half-siblings, wouldn't they? Not cousins. But these wouldn't be cousins either, would they? They're too far down. It would have to be there. So that's strange. Distant cousins, yeah. So I don't even know. I think we might need to find out more about them independently before we can actually do anything. It does look like, though, these are... You know, Chris is young. We know Chris is only like 23. So these are probably all quite young as well. Definitely this level. And these are half-siblings. I don't think they're going to be there. Or there somewhere. Yeah, they all look sort of the Roottrees girl age, don't they? But that doesn't really do much for us. Can we see the name of the middle school? Yeah, we know she's in middle school. This is a yearbook photo as well. Even younger. Indeed. Alright, I think it's time to do Wild Bill Champions. What was the... Does anyone remember what the periodical was called? Starlet. Yay! Wild Bill Williams was mentioned many times through the magazine's lifespan, with stories and gossip about who he'd been seen with in public, blondes mostly. 3 specific passages stand out. The first mentions one of his roles under his real name, Walter Forsythe. We got it, champions. We found him. Wild Bill. At last, easy. The mystery of Wild Bill has been solved. The second is an interview, although it doesn't mention her by name. You determine from context he's talking about Gwyn Roottrees. An apology to all the ladies. I'm actually taken. Earlier this year, I did a friend a favor. He was directing a war movie and asked me to play a small part. Wouldn't you know, that son of a bitch cut me from the picture. I'm just ribbing. It wasn't his fault. Apparently the studio didn't want to pay for a star of my caliber. I got the last laugh though. I met someone. She spent most of the film crying. She was playing a soldier's wife, but even through the tears, she was incredible. I know I tend to have a reputation, but this one's true love. I only have eyes for her. Didn't work out that way, did it, Wild Bill? Ironically, the third is a rumor about his divorce from Gwyn was due to multiple affairs, including one with another actress. An American reader on vacation in Paris claims to have overheard Wild Bill and Gwyn arguing in public while she was holding a baby and visibly pregnant. Not long after, Gwyn announced she was divorcing Wild Bill and that she was pregnant again, giving this rumor more credibility. I wonder what these kids' last name is. Are they Roottrees then? Because we don't have Forsyth and we don't have William. Can we search Walter now? We could in the periodical is a chance. While she was holding a baby and visibly pregnant. So it does seem like they're her kids. Unless maybe the twist and why it's sort of like this is because Gwyn was having the affairs. I don't know. It's just giving us the same article. I'm surprised that we haven't made more progress with Gwyn. Oh, here we go. We can find them on Google. You find some information on the website about old films not available on VHS. The site's not very well organized, but you can get individual pages on your search engine. Gal and the Gang, directed by Bruce Throckmorton. A low-budget comedy. There's no other information about it online. Let's check. Nothing in Starlet, but we can Google Bruce Throckmorton. I can't. Like, what is this? What is this trail that comes from Wild Bill before he changed his stage name, and we're looking up his director? Like, what could this possibly have to do with the rest of the mystery? The most important rabbit hole. I bet he's in Starlet. Surely he's in Starlet. Alright. Prolific movie director. I bet... Calling it now. Father's Bruce. The father is Bruce. Gwyn got with Bruce. Anyway. He released a movie every year from the mid-60s until his death on set in 1993. Most of his movies could be described as camp, especially those in the early 1970s. Although you notice some critics seem to take offense with that characterization. One of his signature flourishes was to include a silly message a minute or two after a movie's credits ended. Most of these have been cut from the home video release of his titles, so fans of his work have been trying to track down film prints to catalogue them all. As fascinating as this, it doesn't seem to be related to Roottrees. Never mind. My theory is balderdash. Alright. I said I wanted to get to 18 by the end of stream, so let's just match up these photos, and then that'll probably get us to 18. And we'll call it a day, I think. He's definitely the key. The director of Wild Bill's first movie. There's more to it. There's more to it. Alright. We know you, matey. You're the youngest, and you got one eye. Boom. Nice. And did we match the other two kids as well? Yes, we did. Sort of bifurcated on that a little bit, but all good. Booyah. That's alright. They'll keep ringing. We'll probably answer that next stream. I was wondering why it didn't give us Chris, but we haven't put in his occupation. Let's just quickly see if there's any that we thought we had that have not locked in. No, that's good. I don't think we've got any mistakes. Alright, I'm just going to finish off with these three, and then we're going to call it a stream, I think. So we have one more boy. That's easy. That's going to be Elias. Lock you in, the architect. And then we need to figure out which one's Gwendolyn and which one is Margalite. Conspiracy theories. Chris? No, Chris is the one that was telling off the conspiracy theorist. But maybe he is a conspiracy theorist of his own. Her and her, both housewives. One's blonde, one's brunette. Pop even had it framed. They posed in the front of the camera with Mr. Morden, who was there with Aunt Gwendolyn. They never even took a second photo. Oh wait, is this not the 5 Roottrees? Oh, this is Sam? We were told only the 5 pieces, which really didn't go well. Only the 5 pieces, which really didn't go over well, to say the least. Why did that not go over well? Oh, because Angie and I wanted to both be in the photo. Huh. $1935. Ooh, I want to check something. Remember how this... Yeah, so that's after the scandal. Because this was 1924, and then this is 1928. So this is well after the scandal. We got a lock for putting Miracle in. Well, it's definitely, that one was definitely Miracle. It's just whether the other 4 are the kids. But I think it is. I think this is just the 5. With who's Mr. Morden who was there with Aunt? Oh, okay. Sorry. Eventually, I stopped to stop the tantrums. They posed us in front of the camera with Mr. Morden. So that's probably just a clue for a different photo that we have. Although I can't see it because it would be black and white. It's not related to this photo. It's related to another photo that was taken at the same time. How do we differentiate the house or the two? Do I have any notes about Margalite or Gwendolyn. Margalight's probably the blonde. Read the last sentence. Oh, I found out later they never even took a second photo. Right. That was, sorry. I keep jumping around. So Mr. Morden was there with Aunt Gwendolyn. They faked taking a photo of Lauren and then... I'm just going to say she's blonde. She looks like Gwyn. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Oh, we got a locked in the 5 pieces. There you go. Nice. That's my logic. Blonde hair. Good enough. I was also thinking, though, that maybe she was named Gwyn because she had blonde hair like her aunt Gwendolyn, who she was potentially named after. But no. No, our first assumption was good. Alright, chat. I think that's a good time to stop. Did that phone stop ringing? Oh, maybe I should have answered that phone. I thought it would ring forever. It left a message. That's interesting. I wonder if it would be different if we answer the phone. Good stuff, chat. I'm not sure if I'll stream tomorrow or not, but if I am streaming tomorrow, then I will let you know in the next 10 hours. 4 hours, yeah. I was only going to stream for 2 hours, but really enjoying the game. Hope you are as well, because this is very good. We're 21 of 33. We're actually more than halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. But definitely a lot to still figure out over this side. Everywhere else, I think we've got quite a bit of information and knowledge. Not about Elias, the mechanic's child. That was my favorite bit of logic. It's like, yeah, look at what he's wearing. Look at what he's wearing. Mechanic. Anyway, good fun. If we don't stream tomorrow, we'll definitely stream the regular time that we do these ones. Next Friday for me or Thursday night for you. Anyway, good stuff. Thanks again, champions. Bye for now.